This is William Optics RedCat51, a small telescope working at 250mm at f4.9. And I just recently got this telescope, so I've only had time to take one photograph of one target, the North American Nebula together with the Clamshell Nebula. But the thing is that I'm actually taking this target using my way bigger telescope, the TS Optics 115-800mm telescope working at f7, and I used that with a 0.7 reducer, making it a 630mm telescope at f5.6. The bigger telescope, the TS Optics at 630mm, gives me almost 3 times the reach than what the RedCat51 gives me at 250mm. So I have the exact same image with my TS Optics telescope at 630mm. So of course that image is just a subsection of the RedCat photograph. But the thing is, the RedCat51 is extremely sharp. So what exactly is the difference of my RedCat51 at 250mm compared with the TS Optics telescope at 630mm? What happens if I crop the photograph from this telescope and making it look exactly identical as the bigger telescope? Will there be a big difference? Let's head over to the computer and find out. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, do give it a like. It helps me a lot, and it's also going to help this video to reach other people. And I always appreciate you giving me a comment, or if you want to see more of my content, do not forget to subscribe. All right. First of all, a disclaimer. I do have a horrible seeing in my location. It's a Bortle 9 urban inner city area. So at some point, even the bigger telescopes are going to be outperformed by the smaller ones. So the sky is pretty bad out here, but this could be interesting for you guys that live in the city and thinking about doing some astrophotography to see what images you can take, because I didn't know this a while ago. I did start astrophotography a long time ago, 20 years or something, and I thought living inside the really inner city, the central borderline bad light polluted area, that astrophotography was impossible, until I realized how much technology has taken us in this genre. And also, in addition to that, do remember that this is not a very scientific way of doing this. I'm thinking that these results are almost only for my sky at this time right now. I do believe that the bigger telescope will give me much more details in better conditions. But for this image, let's see what we got, shall we? So what we have here is the image taken by the RedCat51. This is the North American Nebula over here, together with the Clamshell Nebula over here. And you can see this area of interest here, which is the Cygnus wall. This image is taken in SHO, so the colors are not real, but the point is that my bigger telescope did take an image of the Cygnus wall in exactly the same palette, and we have it here. So what I'm thinking is that I'm just going to crop this image to see how much sharper this one is at 630mm in comparison to this one at 250mm. So first of all, I need to align these two images. So I'm just gonna copy a big portion of this photograph and paste it over the Cygnus wall on the TS Optics image. And you can see it's way smaller, so I'm gonna need to actually do something like this to get it to align and crop it in the way that I need for these things to be able to compare these two images. So you can see that the rotation is a little bit off, and I'm not going to be extremely All right, so here we are. This is I have managed to align these two, and let's now have a look at the details that I get. This is the TS Optics, the 630mm bigger telescope, and you can see there's plenty of beautiful details in the Cygnus wall, and of course this is just limited amount of data, but still this is pretty nice. And if we put up the cropped RedCat photograph on top of that, we get this. So now, as you can see, there is plenty of detail in the cropped RedCat image as well. If we remove it, this is the TS Optics, and this is the RedCat, TS Optics, the RedCat. Now you can see that there are sharper, the stars are sharper on the TS Optics. You can see they are way smaller and sharper, and the details in general are sharper, and this is of course expected. The TS Optics is at 630mm, whilst the RedCat is only 250. But still, if we compare these two images, the difference is not that huge. If we zoom in quite a lot on, say, these dark areas here, and this is the TS Optics, the RedCat, TS Optics, RedCat. So the RedCat is starting to lose some details here, which the TS Optics doesn't, but still not a very huge difference. This is a part of the Cygnus wall for the RedCat, and the TS Optics, the RedCat, TS Optics, RedCat. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of me, don't forget to subscribe, do give this video a like, and write your thoughts in the comment section, and let's see what you have to say about that. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.